You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fault.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Same as the others. Looks like she was stabbed and then cut apart. It's like an animal got to her, but these are the wounds of a blade. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up. We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these Gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
I ain't asking for much.
Always sad when someone has to die. Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Another one. Terrible. I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Always sad when someone has to die.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the dark.
This is a shame.
But who's going to stop it?
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold.
Poor old woman.
I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, I remember. You're the new member of the Companions. One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air, claiming it was one of those Sijic monks. Just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped
A
again.
few septims for my supper is all I ask.
Look, friend. If you think you can do better than the Legion of Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to your Leaf, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be on official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
I ask only for a
If you've got some
charity.
time, stop by my House of Curiosities. I promise you'll see wonder.
Algraf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told to assist you as necessary. I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
I think I need to send Balgruff a stronger message.
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a...
Watch the skies, traveler.
So, why'd you join the Stormcloaks?
I don't want some snotty elf telling me who got it.
Hail, Summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you? All right, then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Large diagonal cut from left shoulder. Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual, at least not for somebody in here. I mean, someone who's not me, that is. Sorry, was only joking with you. Not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course. I'm too busy tending to the dead to spend my time making more of them. And I wouldn't very well tell you about the cuts if I had made them, now would I? Now, I really got to get back to the body. Lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's
The
not with
Stormcloaks
us,
are finding
he's
victory.
against us.
I'm not much of a strategist,
He knows
but Lord
that.
Ulfric listens
They
to my
all know
counsel
that.
all the same.
How long are you going
Frigga
to wait?
Shattershield's old place?
You think I
It's
need
been
to send
abandoned
both
ever since she
brothers
was
along
killed.
the message?
I think her mother,
By
Tova,
message
is the
you
key.
mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Travel safely.
Taking his
It's
city
dangerous
and
out
leaving
there.
him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then.
Soon.
I still say
How can I help a brother not?
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us. I'm sorry. She was very dear to me, and it's rather painful to think about. I'd rather not talk about my daughter, if you'll excuse me. Well, all right. What exactly do you need to know? Yerim? Well, I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Now I remember. You're that new member of the Companions. So, you what? Fetch the mead?
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Wait.
You think I need to
I've
send
never
all
seen anything
prophets
like
with
it.
your message?
I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
Leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful state.
Ugh. Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
Like you did dead King Torrig.
Travel safely.
Merely a message
It's
to
dangerous
the
out
other
there.
Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support.
Spare a coin.
The Eye of Talos was a fine ship once. Now it lies wrecked off an island just north of here.
You lost? Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour for a few coins, or you can simply browse at your leisure. My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. Indeed I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection. Splendid! If you'll just follow me, I'll tell you tales and show you wonders such as you've never seen. These tools were found in a crypt outside Windhelm. They belonged to the ancient Nords who dwelt in Skyrim before the days of the First Empire. Most scholars believe that the Nords of old used these implements to prepare their dead for burial. What macabre mysteries would these tools reveal if they could but speak? Here is the Book of Fate, discovered in a secret room in the Arcane University. The writing in the book describes the destiny of its reader, so the words change from one person to the next. Some see only blank pages, and nobody knows why. Perhaps some of us are born with no destiny, or maybe the blank pages signify an imminent death. Ah, now here's an item out of legend. This is Ishgramor's soup spoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is no spoon, it's a fork. Nobody can eat soup with a fork. Well, my friend, you did not know Ishgramor. Don't let this innocent-looking flute fool you, for this is the dancer's pipe. Legend holds that the dancer's pipe has won wars, toppled empires, and changed the very course of history. None know its origins, but the stories say that men who hear its music are compelled to dance uncontrollably, no matter the peril. To activate this strange power, one must only speak the magic words, which are... Oh my! I very nearly got us both into a nasty predicament, didn't I? And with that, the tour is over. I thank you for your patronage, and I hope to see you again soon. Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour. Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, it's carried by the court mage. I would, be interested in acquiring it. If you're willing to part with it, that is. For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Wunferth? Bah, it's purely ceremonial, and he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. Wonderful. This will be a splendid addition to my private collection.
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught. They say they're too busy with the war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own? Oh, they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives. Huh? What's it say? Wunferth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years. As long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous man. That's why they call him the Unliving. I wouldn't approach him directly. This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to you.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted Courier.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the servant. I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold. In good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years. My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. What exactly did this amulet look like? I know it well. Or at least I've heard of it. I would wager that carving once depicted a skull. That is the necromancer's amulet of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this. Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused about such matters. It happens to the best of us. I've been noting a pattern to when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon. Keep watch in the Stone Quarter tomorrow night. That's almost certainly where the killer will strike next.
And let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price. So freedom. The people are still weighing things
What's
in their
left of
hearts.
Skyrim to wager?
They have families. Think of.
How many of their sons?
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Getting out of
What
here.
a waste. Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted
Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. Ismir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected.
Have me do?
You've done the city a mighty service, friend.
with us.
I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
They all know that.
How long are you going
Travel safely. It's dangerous out
I
there.
need to send Bolgraf a stronger message.
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet,